22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get this to the 32. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And again, it's Chubb. He stiff arms it. And some room to work. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 19-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Well, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Watson now to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. Harrison Bryant, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And now it's 2nd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 74 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
It's hard to believe with all of his production that Amari Cooper keeps changing teams, but no matter where he goes, he just continues to produce. 3 years in Oakland, traded. 3 years in Dallas, traded again, this time to the Cleveland Browns. And now with the Browns here, he produces a first down, coming up a career-best 8 touchdowns in 2021.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's good for 28 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
These two teams all tied after one. 13 now. They work on 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call, running left. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in the game.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Now Watson going to sneak it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Here's Watson on the sneak, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Deshaun Watson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Browns have taken the lead. York now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. Mayfield on play action. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he stopped immediately there. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Mayfield to throw it. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level. Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
On first down, it's Watson. And it's incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. 114 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form in the opener.
And there was some of the downsides of blitzing during the run down because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw.
This is intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Watson's throw pulled in by Schwartz. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it up, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their game.
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. Wow, 204 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They run again on 1st down. Chubb taken down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Chubb. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're gone.
And we saw the result. Negative yardage. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
Coming in, he realized his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 15. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. Now Mayfield looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fourth down now, but not got another turnover on his ledger.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Browns drive about to get started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. A give. This is Chubb. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Chubb running right. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Watson. The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Watson going to sneak it.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
The last run went so well for them, maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
To try again after the sack, Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And now here's another interception. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take over here up near the 40. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. Carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out the game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock. Yeah,
you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
That one good for 24 yards. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield. He's got it. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground, keep pounding, run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's Mayfield. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Tremble from 3 yards out. And the Panthers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Watson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Panthers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation.